Yo, 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 what's going on, man? Y'all know it's another edition of Let's Talk About It. Smitty, that your boy Smitty, the elephant in the room. We addressing the elephant in the room today. I got my man here, Mr. Brian Norman Sr., the father to one of the four Kingsmen of the welterweight division. Brian Norman Jr., man. How you feeling, Mr. Norman?
I like that. Never thought about that. He is one of the four kings, man. Ain't
He
he?
is, man. It's four belt holders, man. It's four
Yeah, no
belt
matter
holders,
what,
and
hey,
he's one of
people,
them.
people want to hate on that, and they hate this. They like to dismiss facts, but yeah, he is one of the four horsemen. You're right.
He definitely is, man. He
Yes,
definitely
sir.
is. So, man, how's it going, man? How's it going? What we before we get into anything this interview, I got to get your take on this because this your era.
Right.
Last Friday, man, the biggest fight in the year, man, as far as money and marketing wise, Brian. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, man. You know, there's been a lot of talk. Different boxers and different trainers didn't had their opinion. My opinion is I'm happy Mike got his bag, but I'm like, nah, man, Mike, you should
Um,
have sat down.
Mike,
Now, what you
Mike,
think?
Mike, Mike is my idol. He was the reason I even started boxing. He the reason that my son, the world champion right now, because I would have never even been thinking about this if it went for Mike Tyson fighting Michael Spinks. I think it was 1985, 1986. True story. That's what made me want to box.
Okay.
That fight by itself. I'm like 5, 6 years old. So anyway, yeah, what I think about the fight is, I from experience, I've been retired for like 13 years myself, and I gained about 40, 50 pounds. And I can tell you from experience, your mind, you do it so long, your mind never forgets what you did, and the muscle memory is still there, everything's still there. But when you start back training, you start back doing things in your brain, you still think you can do it the same, but you can't.
No, you
I
can't.
um I personally, and it solidified it. All the holding of the punches and all of that, whatever else, as far as like him holding punches back, I don't know. I don't know if it was. Hold on.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. All right, well, we let Mr. Norman get in there for
You hear
all
me?
y'all.
I'm sorry about that, Coach. You hear me?
Yeah,
You hear me?
go ahead. We back, baby. We back. Go ahead.
My bad, boss. That was B calling me. Anyway, I was saying that about the punches. I'm not sure about what that was about. As a fighter myself, I know sometimes if you're getting hit with stuff, if you throw a jab out and you get countered, if you know what I'm saying, certain things happen, it makes you timid. I've never seen Mike Tyson timid. Um, Even when he lost, I never really seen him timid. He just pretty much quit. Um, I know that the biggest thing was his legs. And that's why I just said what I said in the beginning. If you notice when he was trying to bounce and he was jumping in place and he kept trying, he was remembering, but that don't mean your body gonna react
Yeah.
like it's supposed to.
You
When
60,
you
you
saw
got
him on the pad works and you saw him doing all that vicious training, notice whoever the hell he was in there with was directly in front of Mike.
mm-hmm.
They were directly in front of Mike. Mike couldn't move them legs. He couldn't.
No.
He couldn't overcome that distance. To being a 5'10", 5'9", Mike about 5'9". Me and Mike the same height. You look on my Instagram, you'll see we got a picture right beside each other. Me and Mike the same exact size.
Yeah.
So if he 5'10", he barely 5'10". All right, I'm 5'9". And me and Mike is neck and neck, like head to head. You can go look at the picture. Size wise and all. And I can tell you, you have to cover that distance when you get in. Like, you remember how he used to come in on the big heavyweights? He
Yep.
used his athleticism, used his jab. He jabbed his way
Yep.
in. He'll come. He couldn't do none of that.
He tried though. If you watch it, he was trying to
He
still have that
tried.
body come forward at
He
you. But
tried. Yeah. That's my point. So I'm with you. He tried. I'm not I'm not the one that's buying all into it's fake and it was fake and it was scripted and it was this and that. I'm not buying into that. I do believe Jake Paul, and I'm glad he did. I do believe Jake Paul pulled some shit and didn't want to knock Mike out because he know he'll be the most hated man in the world if he did that.
he already
I'm
used to fight
to Ryan Mike Tyson. Like I was after I seen Mike wasn't gonna do it what we wanted him to do. Right around 5 or 6, I was just praying he made it through. That's it. That's all I was praying for. I was just like Mike, cause I seen it before. You gotta remember this is my hero.
Yeah.
So I seen it before when he quit against Danny Williams, when he sat on the I seen him quit in the ring several times. He sat there. I watched my idol sit there and just plop down like a little big ass baby and quit. I seen him do it. And I just didn't want to see it again.
Jake Paul, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it again, bro. It would have broke my heart. Even at 45 years old, my heart would have been broken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But now that we got your opinion on that, man, you know, it's a lot, man. I posted something earlier this week about your son, Brian Norman, man. About you, really. You had made some comments on another interview you did.
Can you do me a favor? So every time I get a call, it'll click out and the damn microphone coming through the speaker. I'm gonna click out and click right back in.
All right, go ahead, do that. All right, y'all, for whoever watching, man, let's get this in there, man. For all y'all watching this, man, y'all, anybody that's coming in here, man, y'all know I'm interviewing Brian Norman Sr., man. Here you go, right there.
My bad, boss, man, my bad. Okay, what you know? You say somebody interview and you posted something now? Go ahead.
I posted you up on the gram earlier this week, a couple of days ago. You had made some comments, man. We're gonna talk about the whole proximity of everything you said, but you had said something. You had said some stuff you called, or you said you making it for a fact that your son, who is one of the 4 Kingsmen of the welterweight division, because he's one of them champs. For anybody that watched this, he's gonna fight Jerron Boots Ennis, and he's gonna fight Jalil Hackett. That's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And you also said some comments about Conor Benn. We're gonna talk about Conor Benn first because the Jalil Hackett and the Boots. We kind
of need to get some of that out the way first, because B ain't gonna like me to talk about it in front of him. I'm riding with him.
Okay, all right, let's.
He don't like me. He ain't gonna want me. He ain't gonna want me to do it. So let's go. Come on.
All right, let's go. Go ahead and let me get that, man. Jerron Ennis and Jalil Hackett. I know, obviously, y'all gonna want Jerron Ennis, aka Boots, first, because
ASAP. Next. We have a fight.
Go ahead and speak on that.
We got to fight. No, simple. Ain't no love lost. Ain't no hate. Ain't no nothing towards Boots. All respect to him, his father, where they come, what they doing in the sport, everything else. But this is a sport where we want to be the best. We try to take it from the Gen Z era and take it back to the old school era where the fighters dare to be great. We are daring to be great. All the people talking about that duck talk and money, and we're not worried about none of that shit they're talking about. We gonna make it on our terms. We gonna make it happen. After this fight right here, my son fights in March. He's scheduled to fight in March against David Cuevas, because a lot of people who say things, they so lost in the sauce, they don't hear things that's going on. They don't even know what they're talking about. It's amazing. So I just said right here, he's fighting Derek Cuevas, 27-1, 19 knockouts. He was ranked number 7 in the WBO. So it's gonna be a title defense. Tough kid. Like I said, he got 19 knockouts, a lot of experience, a lot of amateur experience. I think he was 100 and something and 14 as an amateur. So he ain't a walkover. So we're not just looking past him like that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, after this fight, God willing that we get through it and do what we're supposed to do in this fight, we're targeting Jerron Ennis next. It won't be no waiting. It won't be no gapping. As long as it's not on his end. I know he got his own business to handle. And that's what people not understanding about what we had going on. Like, we have our own business to handle too. So it was just one of those things that, okay, if you asked us to come over here and mix business with yours, then you got to pay us to come do that, to jump off our road and do what the fuck we doing to come over here with you. You know what I mean? And, that's not up for nobody else to tell us what we worth or what the title is worth or whatever. You know what I mean? If you feel like it's worth it, call the bluff. Let's make it happen. He offered Barrios $2 million. And me, for one, I don't think it's unheard of for a man to actually be paid the exact same thing that another man is being paid to do the exact same job. You can have your opinions about you're not worth this, you're not worth that. Okay, well, that's fine. That's your opinion. But the bottom line is nobody's afraid of Jerron Ennis. We really do want to fight Jerron Ennis. We will fight Jerron Ennis, and we're targeting that fight next after March.
So that's gonna be looking for that for 2025 summer?
Immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
Right. That's all we need to hear about that one.
We don't want nothing else. You hear people talking about Rashida Ellis and ducking Rashid. We don't want nothing else.
Y'all want that title.
We want Jerron Ennis, right?
Okay. So now let's get on to Jalil Hackett then.
Okay.
Jalil Hackett, you said in that comment, because when you run in, we'll talk about Conor Benn, but you had leaned it on with saying Conor Benn's irrelevant because the guy he fought and took him the distance just fought Jalil Hackett, who beat him and who's still in prospect stages. But you
Shit is
said Jaleel
crazy.
Hackett. You said
Yeah, the shit
Jaleel
is crazy.
Hackett. So when
Yeah,
could
yeah.
we be expecting the Jaleel Hackett, Brian Norman? Because to me,
I can't.
I'm being
That's
honest.
gonna be up to Jaleel. That's gonna be up to Jaleel.
Because he
Yeah,
got
that's up to Jaleel. Oh, I talked to his daddy. I ain't got no, you know me. I'm cool with his daddy, so I talked to his daddy and everything. He know his daddy know how the game go. He know how it work. You can't just make some shit like that come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? We're not a big enough name. Jaleel is not a big enough name to make something like that just happen out of the blue. So nobody would pay for that fight. No, meaning promoter. No promoter would pay for that fight to be some type of, step aside thing. So Jaleel, in this case right here, again. Hold on a second.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let him get back real quick. He freezing the John real quick. But we all heard it. They trying to target Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis next summer.
No. I didn't say next March. I didn't say March. I said that we have
next summer. Next summer, y'all
no.
want to get that.
Yes.
Summer
We fought in the way we're gonna do it is I don't know, but this is what we're gonna do. Okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna voice our opinion. The plan is to make a dominant performance. The way we can have 2 back-to-back dominant performances. Got the eyes on my son right now.
That last fight B put on against Giovanni, that was a dominant. That was actually
a dominant performance.
One of the top 5 best fights performances I've seen this year. It got to be
the way they both went
back and forth with each other. Chins was taking blows, and neither one of them wanted to go until that final stop. Where he said, Giovanni said, I can't take it no more.
Right. I appreciate that. And that means a lot. Again, my son is the only one of these welterweights that's been in that type of fight where he was actually meant to lose. You know what I mean? Barrios is the A side. Stanionis is the A side when he come in. Boots is the A side when he come in. My son was the B side. You know what I mean? So that's a fight he went in that he was meant to lose. Nobody expected him to win that fight. And that's how we ended up in the position we are now. Now we're looking to capitalize on the position that we're in now. And we're looking to keep it going. We're looking to keep it going or whatever else. And, just make it do what it do.
Got you, man. But back to you froze up a little when you was talking about Jaleel. You said
Jaleel. Okay.
He got obviously, because even if his talent, to me, I say all the time, his talent isn't prospect level. But regardless of what was going on with his prior promotion team, the record still is what it is. So they got to do some more work to move on up.
Which to me is bullshit. But that's just the way boxing is today. Because you get a Madrimov. They was crying about Madrimov only got 11 fights when he fought Terence Crawford. You got David Morrell. He only got 9-10 fights when y'all putting him up. I mean, this is the most hypocritical game openly.
Who they want to see fight each other.
This is the most openly hypocritical, and the crazy part is it's so crazy that you can ask a person fact for fact and they still deny it. You can say, but wait a minute, this person was nobody and he only had 11 fights. Now he's top tier. He's a problem. So why can't this person who got 9 fights fight? Well, I don't understand. It's crazy, man. I don't even try to make sense out of them all. I do what I can to speak. But I know it's hard for people to be real these days. I think the older people will understand. God damn it,
man. Yeah, I feel you. It is. It definitely is. It is. There's a lot of politics that go into boxing. That's why it's when people try to argue with people like the fanatics, we tell y'all it is not about people ducking. It's a business side. And a lot of times, a lot of these fighters who we want to see fight each other, like the top names, they would be willing to fight other people that the fans like us want to see them fight. But when the business side gets involved, it kind of messes up the sports. And that's why I'm happy you said what you said. When we can get this Gen Z era of boxing,
get this shit the fuck when we trying to get it out the way, man.
Yeah, once everybody stops trying to chase Floyd's legacy and chase their own, you can get it back to what it is.
I think that was probably right there in the middle. I think the new generation coming in, and that's my son's generation, even though they were the softest generation to me initially. Seriously, I think they were the softest generation. I thought they would have been, but looking at it now and looking at how it's going now and looking at what someone was saying, I think it's trending that everybody wants to fight everybody.
Right.
I think that's for the younger ones. We're talking like 23, 24, the younger ones. Like you got Baron Rodriguez, even with Devin Haney coming in, willing to fight those fights. And, what I'm saying? With the guys, they coming in, they talking the big shit.
Yeah, they talking and they actually trying to put forth
and they actually trying to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it goes through or not, they showing you. We trying to make it happen.
Absolutely. They're trying to get it done. They're willing to take again. People got to understand, man, you got to be willing to take the risk to get the fucking high ass reward. You got to bring it to get it. You know what I mean? So, again, I mean, we want Boots Ennis because they say he's the best out there. We don't believe it. We think we're the best out there. So why it's simple as
the best out there, not just because you're going with your son, but why you don't think Boots is the best out there at 147?
He hasn't done anything to prove he's the best out there. He hasn't fought one fight where he was supposed to even be challenged. Not one. What fight have you ever seen a fight that he was supposed to be even challenged? Name a person.
I mean, Boots got to get that resume about. I love Boots as a fighter, but he
no. What fight did he fight that on record on anything that they gave any chance that he was supposed to be? It was like, oh, this is gonna be a good fight. This is gonna be a good test. What test has he had? He hasn't even had a test. Everybody he fought with winning a test.
Fight, even though he was still the favorite in the Karen fight, Karen still, but that was his rematch, and Karen had personal experience with him. So
right, but okay.
I definitely get your point on that. I definitely get your point.
And my point on things like what Karen did. See, I look at things different. I look at as a fighter myself. I know that a person is a big hard puncher. Get aggravating. I know if a person is a big hard puncher, that a person is not going to be so quick to run up and stand there and fight him. All right. I know. I always ask my son the first thing when he come back to the corner.
Getting some freeze up, y'all, but he's still in there. Mr. Norman's still in there for y'all, man. Getting a little freeze up.
My bad, man. Hey, I'm finna be out there with so I gotta have my. I can't.
That's all right.
I'm gonna have to mind what I say a little bit. Hey, I gotta click out and hang back up. It's too low. I'm gonna call you right back.
All right. But yeah, for all y'all, man, let's leave this channel real quick.
Yeah, man. I apologize for the terrible interview.
That's all right. That's all right, man. It happened when you do a live interview. This is what happened. But yeah, man. Like you were saying, I agree that but I think the thing with Boots, he's trying to get those big fights. I don't know exactly all the logistics that's going into him with y'all camp and his camp getting the deal done so we can get that unification bout going. But I do see him trying to get them fights. Like he said, he was trying to get the Terrence Crawford fight before Terrence Crawford went to 154. I know.
Well, with us, people keep saying that about us and going to fight them already. They make it seem like this shit been going on for a year. This shit we've been going on for 2 months. This ain't been going on long at all. So there is nothing. That's why I'm saying we gonna make it happen ASAP. So there's nothing between us to say that something's been going on and what's been going on. It's just something that at that time we couldn't come to no agreement. And lo and behold, even after that, my son's hand wasn't ready anyway, so he would have had to pull out that fight. That's what I don't think people are understanding or getting. So we still wouldn't have got that fight no matter what. Hold on a second. So we wouldn't have got that fight no matter what. So I don't know what's up with people and their way of thinking or whatever. But
because I know a lot of people are saying, and this is what happened. I think after when I know you and I can't remember his name. Y'all had the words and you was breaking down the business side about it. And people was like, no, that's everybody's excuse, the business side. And I'm like, no, that's everybody's excuse. But a lot of times the business side is what stopped these fights from happening.
It happens a lot. Exactly. Like I said, I'm going to stop talking about this. But like I said, that's just what it was at this time. You feel what I'm saying? Right. That's just what it was at this time. Let's move on to Conor Benn.
I got you, man. So let's go on to Conor Benn, man. You said Conor Benn was irrelevant. Now, my only knock for that is in the UK, he sells a lot of tickets. Now, I know you said in the US, what is he doing? but he does sell a lot of tickets, especially in.
Well, he was banned. He was banned in the UK.
Yeah, I know that. What the PED use, right?
Yeah, he banned in the UK. So
We has to
what's that
fight
about?
over here now. So is
Yes, I got-
that another fight that y'all looking forward to between Brian Norman Jr. and Conor Benn possibly?
Yeah. I mean, we would, huh? Yeah, we would take the fight in a heartbeat. We would love to fight with Conor Benn just because he's a so-called name. But again, to me, I personally don't think he's relevant. I really don't. I don't think he's relevant as far as credibility. That's going to be one of those situations like how they try to discredit Terrence Crawford for beating Errol Spence or whatever.
Right.
Who did he beat? Conor Benn. Who did Conor Benn beat? You know what I mean? It's going.
Yeah. So I guess y'all heard Brian Norman. He's standing down on his 10 toes. He said Conor Benn's irrelevant over here in the U.S. because he has to fight over here in the U.S. now because he's banned from the U.K. So, like you said, man, what's next then? What's next then for Brian Norman Jr.? You said the fight y'all looking targeting a March date.
Yeah, we fight in March. Yes, sir.
Okay, March what, man? You gotta let the people know, man. Fill us in. March what? We'll be fighting, man. Let us know that then, man.
It's not. It's okay. March.
Okay, so we looking forward to a March date, man. That's all, man. Hopefully we get to see Brian Norman Jr. in that ring soon. He put on a showing in that last fight back in May, so hopefully we get to see him soon, man. You know, I know you had to head on up out of here, man. So we're gonna let you get to it, man. Anything else you want to say before you leave the people?
Man, I apologize. I hope the next time I can get catch when I'm sitting.
No, we gonna definitely run this back. We got a lot more to talk about, man. So we definitely gonna run this back.